All right. Welcome, everybody. Photo share and discussion number 197, June 25th, 2017, last Sunday of June. Almost halfway through the year. Hard to believe. We just had the longest day of the summer solstice this week. I don't know if anybody did anything special for that. All I know is it's light longer, which means it's harder to go to bed at the time I'd like to go to bed. So, how about you, Wes? Did you do anything for solstice this week? Nothing?
No, nothing special. I don't even know what day was it. It was 21st. Okay,
21st. Yep, longest day of the year. So it's all downhill until December 21st now, I guess.
Yeah.
Got that. But once we're in summer, we got about that month or so where it stays pretty consistent. So we're into the. I know here, since we're at the western edge of the Eastern time zone, we don't get dark until almost 10 o'clock now. So
wow,
that's kind of late for us. Yeah. That's it gets light a little later though too. So I'd rather have it. Actually, this isn't too bad because when we were in Chicago, we were at the absolute eastern edge of the central time zone, so it was just the opposite. So it got dark really early, and it got light super early. So, that kind of sucked in the winter. It was getting dark in December at like 4 o'clock. I was like, oh, it's kind of depressing. So this isn't too bad, but yeah, we're definitely in the heat and humidity. We're like I was telling you before I hit the go button here, we're going to have my family, my brother and his family are coming down for the 4th of July, over the 4th of July weekend. I've been teasing them. I said, you're coming down at the best time of year. It's going to be nice and cool and low humidity.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, get ready.
Are they in Colorado or are they in Chicago?
They're in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're driving down. They're going to spend. Yeah, they're going. They get hot. Yeah, they get it, but it's not.
Yeah.
South muggy. Yeah, they can get warm and humid, but it's not like
right
here. So they're going to be in for a little bit of shock. And of course, Joe, it's like 188 degrees there today. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's 250 degrees here right now. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh. Are you in the one? Are you in the 100 and are you in the one teens right now? Is it?
Oh yeah. No, it's 116 right now. Yeah.
Okay, 116. Okay.
It's not, it's funny too, because we were talking the other day, Mark, about the humidity, and it's, when it's 90 and your humidity is, I don't know, 80, that's bad. There's no doubt. But it doesn't take much humidity when you're north of 110 for it to just be awful. And I mean, our humidity is like 22%. I haven't checked it today, but I mean, 22% when it's 116, almost 120, it's sticky, man. It's I'm telling you, man.
That's what I used to say. And when we lived in Colorado, it's kind of, when anything under like 95 or whatever there was perfectly fine. But when you get around 100 or more, it's just hot. Even with low humidity. I mean, and whereas here or Florida or West is, you get above 80 and it's humid and it's just.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and humidity is awful too. Trust me, I remember those for sure, those climates. But it's the same when you're dealing with extreme heat or extreme cold. It's pretty much the same thing, right? Like once you start getting close to zero as far as Fahrenheit goes, and you're bundled up, you have your beanie on and you have your jacket on and everything. But once that wind kicks in, when it's that cold, it wraps around your neck and you're just like, yeah, get me out of this. This sucks. Like I'm good with the cold until it gets windy. Yeah. It's no different when it's hot. You're like, when it's extreme heat, you're like, okay, I'm good. My skin feels like it's getting a nice crust to it though, right? No different than a baked chicken. But when the wind kicks in, you're like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, it's like the world's biggest hair dryer just blowing on you. It's just
Well, we're in the worst part of the year as far as heat right now. Kind of like mid to end of June through mid August. You get about that 2-month period where it's just really, really brutal. So
yeah. This is that time of year when But to tell you the truth, I mean, the low is supposed to be 91, and that I've only been here. This is my 4th summer, but so far, the summers typically they don't get below 100, so it's like for the low. So to me, it feels like it's been hotter, and at least now, I know 91 sounds crazy, but it's cooling off to 91.
Well, it's a big, from 110 plus to 91. I mean, that's a 25 degree drop or whatever. I mean, that's that. I think when you get used to that generally, even though it's just damn hot, that drop of those degrees, even though the low is still hot, it's that difference is enough for the body to really notice, and it feels comfortable even though it's still hot. Like Dennis, I mean, if they get above 80 in the UK, everybody's just like, oh my gosh, it's oppressively hot.
Right.
So
it's the absolute, because once it cools off to like 105 or so, you're like, oh man, it was hot. You start talking past tense, like, it was hot. It was hot today. Like because it feels so much nicer.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I'm photography. I'm drinking a Fugly by Oscar Blues.
Oh, I have to get a beverage.
This is Yuzu and Ugly Fruit IPA. That's pretty good.
I've seen that one, but it's what again?
It's Fugly. It's got yuzu and ugly fruit in it.
And ugly fruit. What is ugly fruit?
It's like I think it's an Asian fruit. It's not super sweet, but it's kind of sweet and citrusy. And it's ugly. It doesn't look. It's all prickly, and it just doesn't look like. It's not a very good-looking piece of fruit.
Is it that like yellowish? I see one that's yellow. It's kind of round-ish, but it has like thorn. They're not thorns, but they're just like thorn-ish looking things sticking out of them.
Yeah,
I've seen those at the store lately.
Yeah, this is it. This is the ugly fruit, which it is definitely ugly. Yeah, it's like, it looks like almost like a melon or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
like a citrus kind of fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Hideous to look at. It's lumpy, frumpy, and has a poor complexion, but this citrus fruit has a mild, really sweet, juicy, messy greatness to it. So, yeah.
It's almost like an ugly grapefruit or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a grapefruit got crossed with a pear or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so it's a pretty good beer, and it's 5.7? No, 6.7. So it's just a good basic. Good, pretty light drinking. So it's a good summer one. How about you? Are you drinking a beer tonight?
No, I'm drinking sweet tea.
Oh, okay.
Sweet tea sounds
I almost
good.
brought up water, and I was like, I'm having a beer. Damn it. That's it.
Yeah, I should be drinking a beer as much as I have in the fridge right now.
Yeah.
We went and had a Whopper for dinner.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Let's call. I had a Whopper earlier this week, actually. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. It's like, I haven't had a Whopper in a long time. So
I did the same thing this week. That's funny.
You had a Whopper too?
I had a double Whopper with cheese. Yeah,
Wow.
It was like 2 days ago. Same thing.
I haven't had a Whopper in like 2 years, and I was kind of hungry. I'm like, I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I'm driving by a Burger King. I'm like, okay, I'm having a Whopper. Why not?
Yeah.
So I got the Whopper meal for $5.09 or whatever. I got the small fry and the Whopper, and I got water. I got bottled water. So I was eating.
I have to admit, I did the whole double Whopper with cheese. Yeah, no, I did get the regular size though, and then I was like, give me a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I did that whole thing. Yeah, I was like, give me the Diet Coke. Damn it! That was the only part I left off, was the damn it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was when we were in college. We were out at the barn. We were going through Taco Bell, the drive-in, on our way home, and Pam, she was lit. She was pretty well drunk. She's like, I'll have a burrito supreme, a taco, and a medium diet. And we're like, medium diet? You're having a burrito supreme, all this, and you get into the diet. So it's just been like a running joke for 30 years. And it's like, I'll take it.
I kind of get some of it though, because the reasoning with those people is it's the sugar. Like I don't want, and so I kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just kind of funny though. You're getting like the mega meal with a large fry, the double Whopper, and I can't take those extra 100 calories. I'm making my daily diet.
I'm ordering a 2,000 calorie sandwich, and God forbid another 90. You know, that's just gonna...
if it was 2,100, man, that's it. I just 2,001 calories. That's it. Yeah.
My
2,100.
My doc
says I can't have 2,100, but I can have 2,000 at a meal.
That is just, you can only take so much.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, sooner or later, sensibility has to kick in, and you just got to do what's right.
Give me the Diet Coke. Yeah. Give me the Diet Coke. Exactly. Yeah.
So Dennis joined in and goes, "Hey, I thought this was a photography show. We're talking about double Whoppers and calorie counts."
What gets that going, Mark, is always the photography related to everything. Is the fact that there was pictures of the Whoppers around the sides of the darn Burger King that enticed you to go inside get that Whopper. So
that's true. It's all due to a good photographer that made the food so appealing. And it never looks like the picture.
Yeah, it never looks like the picture. Yeah, those darn photographers and their tricks.
Fake bending reality.
Yes.
Speaking of Dennis, did you take your new? We've got a couple new equipment reports here. Dennis got his A7 this week, right?
Oh, yeah. Did you really?
And Wes got his F1 too. So, cool. So you've gotten out and got a chance to use it a little bit, right, Dennis? I saw a couple pictures on Facebook, right? Is that what you posted?
I just went along the seafront and took a few pictures to see if everything's functioning correctly.
And it works, right? Good.
It does work. Yeah, it does work.
So was that new or?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Joe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Dennis was always talking about, I always buy used, and then he buys a new A7. But he got a deal on it, though. He got a good deal on it.
Yes, Sony was doing a cashback on it. So.
Okay. So it's not gray market.
No, it was already dropped 500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. I expect the new one will be out next week.
Yeah, it's probably going to announce that the newest A7 will come out, September 1st or something like that.
So it was a good time to jump on.
No, it is actually. Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's when you see that, because the price had been probably pretty stable, and then they just had that thing, which means they reduced the price on the current one. That means the new updated version of it's going to come out at some point in the next few months, probably.
I think the grey market, I looked at the grey market imports, and there was only between 50 and 75 in it. So, by getting it from a UK source, then the shop I bought it from, they actually give a 2-year warranty on it.
Okay. Now, what lens did you get with that, or did you just get an adapter for your current?
Yeah, no, I haven't got any lenses. I bought the Voigtlander close focus adapter.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a helicoid, a 4mm helicoid, what turns the lens away from the sensor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which means that all the Leica and Zeiss lenses I've got will focus a lot closer than they will on a Leica camera.
Mm-hmm.
What are the specs on that bad boy? Is it like 25 mega, 26 megapixel? What is that?
24, Joe. Yeah.
24. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And the Mark II's got the image stabilization built in.
Okay.
So you got the Mark II? You got the Mark II, right?
I got the Mark II because the Mark I had issues with the lens mounts. They were made of aluminium and coming loose after a while.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, see, the new model has got stainless steel mount, the same as the S.
What? Okay. I mean, Sony's not new to this game. I mean, why would they do something like that?
The engineers told them it would still work, and the accountant said, "Hey, that'll save us $5."
Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of homework on it, and people were having issues of the mount becoming very loose and on long exposures, there was light leaks in the camera.
So it's a matter of the metal just contracting, or it's just loosening up, so it's letting light in. Yeah.
Apparently, you could take the lens off without pushing the release button.
Oh yeah, that ain't good at all, man.
No, not especially the people most of those people are buying expensive Sony lenses to put on the front. You know, and if the lens could literally just fall off. I mean, there's probably been cases.
Yeah, one of the repair centers they sent it to. They sent the people the camera back with the lens, with the mount still loose, saying it was within the parameters.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So they sent it to another company, which actually repaired it.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I thought, I don't want any of these issues. Start up time on the new ones twice as fast.
Mm-hmm.
The autofocus is twice as fast. Not that I need that, but
okay. And you had the lenses, like we were saying last week. You've got perfectly good lenses that work great on the camera, so it wasn't any additional cost there.
The Voigtlander 50 I got, the Nocton, that's supposed to be the bee's knees to use on this camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've got one of those sitting around doing nothing, so I thought I'll put that on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a full frame, right? That's the perk to that, right?
It is full frame, yeah, because I thought, like, when I bought the Voigtlander super wide, it's 15 mil, but of course on the Micro Four Thirds it acts as a 30 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So going full frame, at least I can use the fast prime lenses for how they were built to be used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sold my Micro Four Thirds. I stuck it on eBay and it sold within 4 hours.
Did you sell? Oh, your T1, right?
The EM1.
EM1. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, I guess you basically, I mean, you have a mirrorless now. You just got a full frame mirrorless now instead of a Micro Four Thirds. Yeah.
And I only lost £50 on the EM1.
Wow, that's pretty good. You've had that about a year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. $50 for a year's of.
Like I said, I've been shopping for one of those. The prices are not going down on them.
Wow. No, they are.
The EM1s.
I see an EM1 Mark II is about $2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why the Mark I's not going down. I think.
Yeah.
The Mark IIs are so expensive.
I looked at the Sony A7R, which is the 42 megapixel version.
All right.
Well, that's $2,500 as well. Yeah, £2,500 pounds. That is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot more money. Yeah.
But is it the same sensor just with more stuff packed on it? Is that the difference?
I think the sensor's got the micro lenses built around the edges.
Okay.
The photo sites are so small, they got a problem with the vignetting and the smearing.
Okay. You're better off with the one you have now. I mean, that's
he said some of the lenses don't work very well on the 42 megapixel because of that problem.
Okay, yeah, they're just cramming too much onto that. Basically.
Yeah, see, if you buy the S, which is a 12 megapixel, that's got large photo sites, and it doesn't have any of these problems.
Mm-hmm. And it also has an ISO of what, 150,000 or something like that?
Yeah, it's not something ridiculous. You can use it in total darkness.
Yeah. So it's basically what they do, because that's probably a similar kind of chip that they put in, like military night vision goggles or something. You know? It probably is.
Yeah, I set mine up so that I can use the C1, 2, and 3 buttons, and it instantly takes me to the menu where I change the focal length of the lens.
Oh, okay.
You can't use the lens. It doesn't pass any information to the camera.
Okay.
So you turn that bit off and you leave the 3-axis stabilization working, but you have to tell the camera what the focal length of the lens is, what's attached to it.
Oh, okay. So you can set it up and do this. Yeah. So just tell it what you have, and then it'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
If you don't set it right, it's your image stabilization does not work. I learned that.
That's what it said. Yeah. If you don't set it to the lens, it'll be all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're drunk or something.
Yeah.
If you don't turn off the lens image side, that causes problems as well.
Let me get a beer.
Okay.
So, because the only lens image stabilization I've got is me holding the camera.
Yep. So you've had it. You got it this week. You've used it a little bit. You've obviously dug in through the menus to kind of configure things.
Yeah.
Out of the menu systems, is the Sony better designed menu than, say, the Olympus? Would you think, as far as how you can get the stuff? And
I had real trouble with the Olympus menu, trying to find where things were. Everything was buried within the menus. This seems more straightforward.
Okay. All right.
But I designated the speed and the ISO. Everything's just one push of the button.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So because I don't need that much, Mark, because I've turned off all the fancy, I don't need JPEGs. I just done it on RAW, and of course, this camera's now got an update. You can take pictures in uncompressed RAW.
Oh, okay.
Because that was always a problem that they all moaned about, that the RAWs are compressed.
Oh, okay. So you got a true uncompressed RAW. So how big is the image file when you do that?
I think it's twice the size of the compressed.
Okay, so it's like a 50 meg file, probably.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Obviously, it takes longer to obviously if you're bracketing or anything like that, it takes longer to pass it. But it doesn't fill the buffer up very quick.
Now, does it have the option? I think I would do uncompressed RAW, but I think if you were going to use, does it have like an HDR, automatic HDR feature where you can set it up the number of frames it'll do with the bracketing preset?
Yeah, I think I'd have to spend a week at NASA Control to learn how to do it. You know, it's like Joe with his how many menus you can go into, focusing and stuff. But it'll be neat. For me, I haven't got to worry about that too much because I'm just using manual glass.
Yeah, but if you could set up the auto bracket, if you wanted to do like auto HDR, auto bracket, have it do that in a compressed format so you could get a little bit faster.
Yeah,
you can see what I'm saying. Like pick the format for that feature, and then everything else will be the uncompressed.
Yeah, apparently it slows the camera down big time if you use uncompressed. But at the moment, I've left it on compressed because I was just basically playing with it. You know. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. But yeah, I mean, if you want maximum resolution, yeah, you would do uncompressed RAW, and then let the software on the computer outside of the camera do what it needs to do.
I bought a couple of spare batteries as well because just playing, setting up the camera, killed a battery within about an hour.
Wow. Okay. So it's so you have to carry around 2 or 3 batteries with you probably if you're going to go out for a day.
The batteries are half the size of the Olympus battery.
Oh, yeah. So they sacrifice capacity for convenience.
Yeah. So I just bought a couple off of Amazon with a charger. It was only about £26 for 2 batteries and the charger.
Yeah. Whereas one Sony battery was probably £50 by itself.
Yeah. Well, a Sony battery is £55 each.
Okay. Yeah. That's the way it is with all the. Same with batteries for the Olympus. You can get the non-name brand ones you get 3 for the price of 1 for the Olympus battery.
The Olympus battery I bought, the spare was a GoPro. Don't know if you have them in the States there. But, on testing, it lasted longer and kept its charge for a longer time than the Sony original.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you charge it up, it will, and just put it in a drawer for a year, it will still have 90% of its charge.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Sony battery, it was dead within a couple of months of not being used.
Yeah. That's I don't think I have any original OEM batteries. I'll have all the the off-brand ones, and they always have better capacity and better life than the original.
I think you just get that little bit more milliamp hour rating on it, and obviously they're cramming in as much as they can into the same size body.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually the difference. It seems to maybe like 10% more on the amp rating, so you get a little bit more capacity.
Yeah, and of course, some of these third-party batteries, they've got all the electronics in them, so that the camera doesn't even know that it's not got the right battery in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. No, that's definitely the way to go. Now, you probably got. Did you get one battery with the camera anyway?
Yeah, I got a battery with the camera, and I got two batteries with the charger.
Okay, that should be between the 3 batteries. That should be enough for a decent day of shooting, I would think.
Yeah, they say you can take 270 shots with the one battery, but you know, I've never taken 200 photographs in a day in my life.
No, the key thing with that on the battery life is just I try to optimize the screen at the back of the camera, how long that stays on, and that type of thing.
Yeah.
If you can minimize that's what burns up the most, it seems like.
Yeah, I think it's the
GPS, right? You have GPS in that camera, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what does it.
Wi-Fi, GPS and Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Sucks up the sucks up the
I'll be
stuff.
turning all that off as well.
Yeah, that's what does. Now that camera does 4K, doesn't it?
I'm not sure it does 4K. I haven't really been into the video side. I know it's definitely 1080.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to look at the specs, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I see that because that's interesting.
I think I'm 4K, but you need an external device to put it to.
Okay. So it looks like the Mark 1 is about I'm looking at Best Buy, like $950, and it's about $1,500 for the Mark II, it looks like. Yeah. With just a body, looks like.
Just a body, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I paid $11.50.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. Got to see what Ken Rockwell thinks about it. Yeah. All right. Mark II. Do any of you guys read Ken Rockwell's blog?
Yeah, and the other guy, Steve Huff, he loves it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. And how is it compact compared to the?
Yeah, when I looked at the cameras side by side on the advertising, the Mark II is a lot bigger. The grip is a lot bigger, and it weighs more because of the image stabilization.
Mm.
But when it turned up, I was expecting it to be quite a large size camera, but it was on par with the Micro Four Thirds. You know.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question. Is it comparable in size to the Olympus that you sold?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because I definitely like the compact size of that. If I'm going to go out with a digital camera, that seems to work. You know, the EM10 that I have works fine, and it's nice and compact. I can fit a camera and a couple lenses and everything else I need in a small backpack and be perfectly fine with it.
Obviously, it's a compromise, you know, from full frame DSLR, but I decided after carrying two rangefinders around with me with a couple of spare lenses, I want to just take out one camera at a time. Yeah, and this was, I decided to sacrifice a little bit of the large DSLR for the full frame sensor. Yeah, and the small package.
Yeah, and you have some good lenses to go with it. So yeah, kind of the best of both for you.
So we will be going out playing, but
good.
Yeah,
good. And Wes got his F1. You said you showed up on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Who makes that F1? Who makes that?
He got the Canon F1. He got the
really?
The pro level film SLR. When was it made? Did you figure out what year yours was, Wes?
Yeah, it was November of '73 is when this one was made.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a film camera. Oh, no wonder I hadn't heard of it. All right.
That's before your time, Joe.
Yeah. Well,
it's before my time.
I was just born. Yeah, but yeah.
November of '73. Okay, so it's an earlier year in the line because they started making that. What did you say? 71 or something like
71,
that.
71, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had only been alive for months at that point.
Yeah. Cool.
Have you used it yet, Wes?
Yeah, I've got some film in it, and I've only shot a few frames on it, but got to test out the light meter and everything. It seems to be all working.
Good. And you just it came with the kind of the kit 50 millimeter lens, right?
It didn't come with a lens. I already have lenses.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just bought the body.
Okay, just the body then. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
What did it run you?
It was like, what did I pay? Like, I think it was $80 shipped.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty
Yeah,
good
it is.
shape. I mean, you can tell it's been used. We'll go through it on the thing, but it looks like it's
Yeah.
used. But I mean, it's
The flash makes it look worse than it actually looks in person.
okay.
to
Yeah, I
work
kind
on
of
that
brings out all the little scratches and stuff. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it
Now
picked
I'm
up all the
looking.
dust
All
and
right.
stuff.
Oh, okay. You posted it in the group. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's cool. And so, do you know what the history is of the one you bought? Was it the person you bought it from, the original owner, or do you know?
I didn't ask, and they didn't say,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
don't know much about it.
So it's fully operational and yeah, good to go. Cool.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, Wes. As long as it's working, everything's fine. Because it'd probably cost you more to have it repaired if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got my my dad's Nicomat I got for free, but it'd been sitting around for 20, 25 years. You know, he hadn't really used it much, so it needed to be cleaned, and that was $200. Like, well,
Yeah. So,
but now it's essentially, you know, the guy's like,
Yeah.
it's good to go. I mean, if you use this,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to outlast you. I mean, you know, you're good to go for another 50 years with this thing if you use it.
When you see some of these cameras, Mark, like the old Leicas, got no paint left on them. They look like they've been through a war, and they work fine.
Yep.
And the FMs, isn't it? The FM2s and 3s that the press used to use, they're still going for quite a bit of money.
Yeah. No, it's the outside maybe tarnished a little bit, but if it was kept, you know, good shape mechanically and kept in tune, yeah, they'll just keep going and going and going. They just don't break.
No, it's one thing for sure. How much do you think you'll get for your 20-year-old digital camera when you come to sell it?
oh, please. Yeah, I wouldn't give you $5 for my 40D right now. I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah. This is it, Joe, isn't it? It's just moving so fast. Every 18 months, 2 years, new models, and your one suddenly becomes half what you paid for it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yep. Well, cool. Well, we got a lot of images. I want to jump into that. And
There's one thing for sure, Mark. Wes ain't going to lose a lot of money on what he's paid for it.
No. It's definitely, yeah, you can buy it and you can probably turn around and sell it in 5 years for the same amount or more.
Yeah. I'm expecting it'll go up.
Yeah,
it's pretty much bottomed out.
Definitely going up. Tim was looking for a film camera, and we've noticed in the last 18 months, 2 years, eBay prices are double what they were.
Yeah, there's just more demand for them now. More people.
Yeah, people were like grabbing these professional cameras, which they paid like 6,000-7,000 for. You know, you can't get them for 500 quid anymore.
Yeah. That's definitely. They're still inexpensive comparatively, but they're a lot more expensive than they were a couple of years ago. Yeah.
And of course they're going to get rarer because they don't make them anymore.
Yep.
If you've got a working model, you know.
Yep. Yeah, when it works, keep it in. And well, that's the other thing. There's the number of people that are trained to actually service these things are going away too.
They are, yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a guy. What's his name? He does roller cords. It was he worked in the roller cord factory back in the day. The guy's name is Harry Fleener, I think, and he's like 86, 87. So sooner or later, Harry's going to pass. And I don't think there's a Harry the Third that knows how to do roller cords.
Yeah, not a whole lot of, right. There's a lot of roller cord repair demand, I'm sure. But it's just a matter.
Is there enough for somebody to go and learn all that stuff again? Yeah. That's
don't forget, Mark. If you get yourself a 50-year-old Leica, you can still have it serviced and repaired.
Yep. You can send it. You can send it to Leica, and they'll be happy to. No, they'll charge quite a bit for it, but it'll be serviced and repaired.
You know, it can be fixed.
Yep. And that's part of the reason that they hold their value so well too. You know, people.
Yeah, because if you've got one and it's in good condition. You know, some of the shutters in these film cameras are so good that they reckon, like, if you've got the opportunity to buy a spare, buy it cheap, buy a spare, you know.
Yeah. Well, the on my Nicormat, that's a titanium shutter.
Yeah.
And my dad gave me 2 bodies. He bought 2 bodies. He used one to hook up to the telescope and one for the lens. So I've got one that I got totally, redone and cleaned and tuned up, and that's one I use. But I still have another body that's the same. That works fine.
Some of the Nikon cameras, they used to have a different type of shutter, but apparently you can fit the titanium shutter into the older camera.
Okay.
You can be replaced with titanium shutter. That's why I say buy yourself a spare camera.
Yeah. And I have one, so I've got an extra titanium shutter. If anybody wants to buy one, I'll sell it to you. All I know is the camera guy said, these things easily, if you take care of them, you can do a million things, actuations on them. They just go and go and go. They don't break.
Well, lots of these cameras are made for 150,000 shots anyway before you need to have them serviced.
That's a lot, especially if you're rolling film through. How many rolls of film is 150,000?
Yeah.
How many people actually hit that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because that's a lot of shooting.
I bet you some of the press news photographers sports photographers back in the day, where they would do that, where they would have an assistant that would have 2 or 3 bodies, and they would just be constantly switching out.
Well, motor drives on their cameras, which go through a whole roll in seconds.
Yeah, I just kind of I wonder, because you've got just like you said, you've got a couple of bodies, so that's even less images.
Well, that's only 4,000. It's like 4,200 rolls of 36 exposure film. I mean, you can do that in a weekend easy. I mean,
what's the cost of that, Mark? What's the cost?
I don't know. What's a typical black and white film for? $3? Yeah, I mean, it's like $15,000 in film.
My God!
Plus, then you got to process it.
Yeah,
that's it. That's a lot of scanning.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's the thing. You kind of forget about that. Digital. You buy the card, you can reuse them over and over again. But with film, I mean, every time you hit the button, there was a additional cost because you had to buy the film and you had to get the film processed. So, it adds up. There's the initial cost, and there's all that incremental stuff every time you hit the shutter button. It costs you a little bit at least.
But if you've got 15,000 negatives in the drawer, then at least you've got something to show for your money.
Yeah, you would hope. There'd be 2 or 3 that would be good at least.
Yeah, of course.
What's that saying? The first 10,000 shots are just practice, isn't that?
Yeah, it's all practice. Yeah, so that was $5,000 right there to practice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's worth it. Anything for your art. I mean, really, art doesn't have a price.
Yeah.
It depends. If you start selling prints at 500 at a time, you soon get your money back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, speaking of prints, let's take a look at these because I think Simi had a couple. Did you see this, Joe? I'm going to share the Flickr group. But since you weren't here last week, he shared an image that I'll go back to this one because this was this one. He shared this last week. Look at that. 1,200 faves, 45,000 views.
Wow. Has this been on the front page then?
It had to have been, yeah. So yeah, he could sell a few prints of it. I mean, it's an absolutely excellent shot.
Yeah, he's done well.
You know what? This print, this image was made for metal print. That is made for metal print. That image will look just as bright and brilliant and detailed on metal. It'll look incredible. I've done one big metal print, and I gave it to my mom, but I had a chance to see it before she took it back home, and I mean, they come out incredible.
Yeah, no, I mean this would be perfect. I think this would be a perfect for that. But yeah, so Wes and I were saying, I said he's got more faves on this than I might have on all my stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see, just for giggles.
Can you see that? Can you see? Is there?
Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can do stats.
All your favorites.
Stats.
There you go.
There we go.
Stats.
Wow,
Okay.
I'm curious. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Let me see stats. Wow.
Yeah. Faves. If I go to faves.
There's a fave section. Where'd you find?
Oh, no, that's ones I faved.
That's what you faved.
Okay, so this is views, photo stream, albums, collections. So where's stats? Oh, this is faves, huh? 3 favorites today. If I do since like January 2010. How do I do that? Let's go back.
Wow, this is curious. I've never.
Oh, you haven't done this? Yeah.
No. Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about it actually.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting actually. Oh, all time. Yeah.
So what do you have a where are you at? Let me see.
I'm in go under you and then go to and then go down and you'll see stats.
Yeah, I did. I had a look at mine, and I got pretty depressed. So I turned it off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just,
I'm not pro, so I guess I don't have this feature.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Looks
Do you
like
have to
it's
be
only-
pro?
Only if you're
You
pro.
have to be pro.
Yeah, it looks like.
yeah.
All
time.
It's telling me learn more about pro.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So there you go.
Microphone.
This tells you my
Okay,
all-time
yeah,
fave. My picture with the most faves has 33 faves. He's got 1,200. And views. My picture with the most views. There we go. It's a picture of Coors, for God's sakes. Coors Banquet Beer.
I'm sure that
400 views.
That picture's semi-done. He should be able to flog that to the hotel bedrooms.
Yeah, that's what I say. That would be absolutely perfect for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
let me see. Yeah, what is
You
it?
can scroll down a little farther and it'll be like all time or all time down a little bit lower on the right hand side.
I can hit. Let me see.
Yeah.
Well, if I go down, yeah, because I'm like Wes. I'm not paying for it, so I don't know. I got just going down my recent activity. I don't know replies. Let me see. What can I do here? Can I do anything here? Can you? Let me see. Activity on my photos.
Yeah, it's crazy. So he's obviously doing something right with that. That's it's just crazy. Where are we at? There we go. Back to this one. Yeah, so that was, I don't know what it had last week, but it got most of these in the last 7 days because it wasn't near 45,000 last Sunday at this time.
Wow.
It might have been 1,000 with 100 faves or something like that. So it hit something.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Is Flickr not selling these for him?
They might. I mean,
I think you can sign up and have them sold. So I don't know if he's doing that or
I
not.
think the Getty holds it. I think.
Yeah, you can link up and have it be sold through Getty, I think. Yeah.
I think they'll do prints as well.
Mm-hmm. He's only got 100. This is a throwaway image because he only has 158 faves on it.
I'd be over the moon with 158.
Yeah. I just go back and shoot myself. It's done. I'm done. I can't take a photo.
Now, Mark, how many? Because he takes the time to do all that stuff. So how many groups and all that stuff did he have?
Oh, okay. Let's see the one with 45,000. He's in 148 groups.
Oh man!
So we know it's.
It must have took him a week to put them in.
Wow!
That's his part-time job.
And there's a
Oh
group
my!
for 1,000 faves and more.
Yeah. Yeah. So 148 groups. So yeah. And you figure maybe 20, maybe I don't know. There's a bunch of groups where your photo gets automatically added, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But that can't be more than 15 or 20 out of that 148. So
I feel really left out now. I've not been able to put my photos in the 1,000 group.
no, me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. That's okay though. That's okay. You know, we don't want to take any of the glory away from Simi. You know, he's doing a good job. He's excellent stuff.
I've got a bunch of images that have, 6,000 views, 5,000. That's pretty common, but I don't have.
You're posting pictures of hot chicks. I mean, that's always good for views.
Yeah,
That's always help.
That's you get 1,000 views just by doing that. You just tag hot chick.
Yeah.
Do you use it as a tag? You use like hot chick as a tag? That would probably get a lot more views. I don't know.
No, I actually don't.
Boobies.
I use female or breast.
Glamour, glamour. Yeah.
But I don't put near as many. I thought putting 20 groups was a lot, but after seeing Sims, I'm like, that's why I had to ask him. Like, my God, are you putting those? Like, do you have something that I don't have?
See, this one's in 142 groups.
I mean,
and there's no quick way to do it. I mean, you just have to scroll through and click. I mean, there is like no automation to adding stuff to groups.
Well, that's why I had to ask him that day, because I'm like, how do you get all that rules?
Yeah.
They do seem to get a lot more faves if they've got no clothes on, Joe.
Yeah.
I think if you put some woman on there who's on loan from a galactic zoo, she'll still get faved.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get a lot of faves though. I mean, I have some that have like 30 and stuff like that, but I don't hardly have any that have.
A lot for me is 20 or more. I mean, that's what I consider. If I get 20 faves or more, that's a lot for me. It seems like.
Joe, if you can incorporate a waterfall and some Coors beer.
I think that might be it.
Coors beer, hot chick. I might make it. Yeah.
That's just so funny. I just think that's so funny that the one with the most views. It was one I did like 5 years ago, but it's like, it's a commemorative can in an antique glass. So I mean, that's.
You just never know, man. Right?
Yeah,
like you just honestly never, ever can tell.
Yeah,
it's insane.
So here it is. Pat's 2000. This is. What's he doing taking photos of new cars? Come on.
Yeah, that is a new car. I mean, it's newer. I'd still love to have it. Dear God.
Was sold for $373,000.
Those are my favorite cars.
Yeah, they are. They're very nice looking cars.
I freaking love Austins, man. I love them.
Yeah, they're fantastic cars. Okay. So, Water Under the Bridge. Come on, can't you think of a better title than that? I mean, come on.
I'll tell you, he did way better than me.
He used up all his mental energy waiting for the shutter to click at 135 seconds.
Yeah. I'd have been like Connecticut Bridge 01. I'm that creative with the titles, man.
Okay. And 145 groups. Yeah.
God, I just can't. Wow, that just blows me away, man. It does.
I have done some group poaching off. I've gone to see all the groups he's posted because he posts to a lot of cool groups. Like art, for black and white and that type of stuff. So I found I didn't even know that group existed. So I've added some of those. So, but yeah, this is 135 seconds F11. It's got that 10 stop on. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That thing just stays on there. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's nice. Black and white.
I just had a look at my most fave photograph, Mark, and it's 67.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and just under 3,000 views.
And what is it? What is it of?
That was under the Cutty Sark boat. You remember the one at Greenwich?
Oh yeah, the one that was in the frame where they built the boat so you could walk underneath it.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my most fave photograph.
Okay. Cool. Yep. I check the stat. I go every few months just to see if anything's changed, and that damn Coors thing still stays up top. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is funny.
I'm kind of curious what mine is. I don't. I'm like Westlaw. I haven't paid for it, so.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is what heaven looks like. 1966 Ferrari 275 GTB. Going down the canyon and California or Arizona somewhere. Yeah, it's a beautiful shot.
Very cool, man. Those
Yeah.
cars are just, they're so cool to see in real. I mean, they're just beautiful.
Yeah.
I love those old Italian cars, those old Ferraris.
Yeah. I've seen a couple at the car show, and yeah, they're just amazing to look at. And you talk to the guy that owns them, you know, and there's always a huge story, you know, behind how they got the car or where it came from or whatever.
That's what's great about that, you know, is you get the story. You know, that's what I really.
Oh, cool. 23rd to 25. It's failed to reach its 8 to 10 million. The right buyers weren't in the room.
Yeah.
So he said shot with the camera about an inch from the road. So they're probably driving along. Yeah. What did he say? They might go 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, tops, something like that.
Yeah.
That still gives some road rash if you slipped, though. That would hurt. You know, even if you dragged your hand along the road.
Yeah, I think you'd rather your hand drag than the camera. That's for sure.
Yeah. 1950. Wow. So it competed in the Mille Miglia in 1951 and 1953. One of 25, basically.
It looks like a toy car from here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Interesting perspective. Yeah. That's cool. And once again, the scene for it is great. He's got this industrial, like the colors are a perfect complement to the red of the car. So it doesn't, yeah, that's awesome. That is a cool shot. Old cars. There we go. That's a nice reflection shot. And this one has definitely like that miniature model kind of look to it.
Yeah, I wonder if he did a bunch of images.
Yeah, I wonder how many of this is stitched together.
Yeah, he's got the 200 f2.8 on, so it's definitely Stitch.
Yeah.
Is that a new lens for him? I didn't know he had that one.
Yeah, he's had that one. He's had that one. Yeah, that's one of the ones that survived the theft.
Oh, okay. That was the one that didn't get stolen. Huh?
Pretty sure.
I guess he's using it in place of his 135 that I guess he lost.
Yeah, yeah. The poor guy. He's been, you know, he texts me, you know, trying to do a fire sale, and you know, I told him I kind of got everything covered with my current setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just trying to raise some cash. Poor guy, you know.
Oh, there we go. Simi, excellent picture. You are invited to add your image to perfection in pictures. So Simi's even.
Yeah, he's doing it too, huh? So
he's like the gatekeeper for the group. He's gonna.
I wonder if that's his group. Is that his group?
It probably is. Let's see what we get here.
It says post 1, award 3. So I guess you can post a picture there, and then you have to award 3 other people. I don't know how it works.
Perfection of your image. Please award 3 or more images when you post a picture.
It must have took him some time.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's
how many members?
Interesting.
2,700 members. So you got to post a picture and an award 3. So yeah, just forces you to.
And they get.
Yeah, you got. If you post one, you got to find 3 other people. So it's like multi-level marketing for photographers.
Yeah.
You post one, you got to find 3. Got to bring in 3.
They have sweepers operating on this. If you don't fave someone else's photographs, they take yours off.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I can't keep up with all them rules. I swear. That's just that's insane.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of groups like that. Yeah. It is a great shot to the reflection. And yeah. Good stuff. Let's see. Only 30 seconds. Sea of smoke. See, this is what you need for your beer, Joe. You do smoke.
Yeah.
You need this. Smoke.
Yeah, he just needs to like Photoshop.
So you put the cores right on here. Up here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just
Cores on
and
one
just-
rock, and then a hot woman on the other rock.
Yeah. Yep. And
Yeah.
a Ferrari down here or something. Yeah.
And yes. A new. It has to be a newer.
And a
Ferrari,
waterfall.
though.
I got to put a waterfall over here. Too.
He's missing the waterfall. What's
Yeah.
wrong with this guy? Now that's why it's only 1,800 views.
Yeah. See, if you would have done 142 groups, you'd have gotten more views too. Only 141. He must have been pressed for time on this one. He had to get it posted to a few groups. That's just amazing. Yeah. But he always he's just been so consistent. Just great images. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I really like this one, Wes. This is neat.
That is cool, man. That's just like a cool place.
F11. Okay, 17 to 50 on the ADD. Yeah. That's a neat one. You got the.
That's nice sun stars there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like that. That just looks like a cool place to be.
Mm-hmm.
I like
It
that.
is.
Man. You captured that.
It's not cool. It's pretty hot, but
Yeah.
it's a nice place.
Yeah. Be a little more comfortable in October than June, probably.
Yeah.
That's neat. And this is at the Paynes Prairie. Okay.
Oh, and I like that
Yeah, it's
thumbnail
on the
of you too.
Edge of the
man.
prairie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
It's a
switched
good
that
thumbnail.
out finally so ago.
Yep. Yeah, that's a neat one. So this is so you're able to get the sunburst pattern at f11 on this lens, huh?
Yeah, just with it coming through the trees helps a
Uh-huh.
lot to make
Yeah.
make the pattern to begin with, and then f11 is enough on a crop sensor to do it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's really that's almost like f22 on a. Well, no, it'd be like
F16.
Yeah. On a micro four thirds, it'd be like f22.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's neat. That's neat. I like this the moss, Spanish moss hanging off the trees. Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very cool shot, man. I like it.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, but if you would have done like 130 seconds, it would have been different.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have any of those big filters yet.
get with the program. 11 groups, really? 11
Yes.
groups?
Yeah. I get in the double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, double digits. Yeah.
Do you ever print any of these up, Wes? Into large size?
I haven't printed in a while. I think this week is going to be the week I'm going to order some.
Get some prints. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time. I've got plenty to print.
That's
Yeah.
the biggest part of it is just taking the 10, 15 minutes to just order them. And when they come, you're at least I am. I'm always so happy I did it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like cleaning house. Like you're just so happy you did it. It's a
Yeah.
matter of just getting up and doing it. And same thing, maybe with taking that jog finally, you're like, okay, I'm glad I did that. And, it's just a matter of doing it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is neat. Sunset looks like end of the day.
Yeah, so I just mainly posted this one to show how much rain we've had in the last 3 weeks. If you go back to the one I posted from 3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
the water's about 4 feet lower.
Let's take a look and see. Oh, this is the same shot.
Yeah, well, not exactly the same, but
Yeah,
similar.
this. Wow. Look at that. So this was
Yeah, that
this
was
was a
about
month
3
ago.
weeks ago.
Wow.
oh,
And the
wow,
water's up here
yeah.
now. Wow. That's pretty that's a big difference.
That's how much it's been raining here.
Wow. Yeah, you could go from that to that. Yeah. That's like 4 feet. 4 or 5 feet higher than it was a month ago. Yeah. That's crazy. The drought's over.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. We get that
It was so
much
bad
rain
to
here.
run part of the trail.
Mm-hmm. No, you get a half an inch of rain, Joe, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my God! Yeah, no, you got we got that much rain here, they'd cancel Sundays.
Mhm.
They would cancel. I mean, it would be that dramatic. It would be like,
Mhm.
no, we got to cancel something here. There's no school, right now, so we're canceling Sundays. Yeah, screw it. Nobody has Sunday anymore.
That's a neat shot to see the comparison. Yeah, I didn't realize it. But yeah, look at the one from a month ago. It's a huge difference.
That's crazy rain.
Yeah,
right there.
it is. All right, and we're back there. All right, there. Oh, got to go back to the group. Sorry, I'm going through your shots, not these. All right, let's go back in here. Yeah, all right. So here's the bunny rabbit. Grab it.
Yep. Just sitting there munching on some grass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice shot out there. Catch light in the eyes there.
Oh, yeah.
Lighting.
You can actually see the scene in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually. There's the
little bit of
the building. Yeah. Looks like a little building or something there. Yeah. Hassenpfeffer stew.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry now. Okay.
Then he must have moved or something just at a right moment. Because what is that like? Is that just a blade of grass over his head there, right in the middle?
Oh, this.
It looks like a spider web or something. I can't tell.
See, it's like right in between his ears and his eyes there, right? It's like
right in here.
Ghosted, or yeah, right there. It's like ghosted or something.
Yeah, that could be a spider web or something. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's neat. How far away were you from him?
Far. He zoomed in 600 on that bad boy.
Yeah, maybe 30, 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's pretty small.
Yeah, rabbits.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, you're definitely getting used to this lens. Here's a neat one. Deer hiking people. Yeah, it's a neat one. I like that. Nice look. Like, hey, what are you looking at?
There was a fawn nearby, but they wouldn't come together.
Oh, okay.
in the same shot.
One would hide, the other one would come out. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we've got a mother and a fawn in our backyard. They've I think she basically gave birth in our backyard and has been raising the fawn. It's getting bigger, and pretty soon it'll leave, I'm sure, once it gets old enough to jump over the fence. But yeah, they just spend all day in the ivy in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Very neat. Now this one is interesting. I like this.
Oh yeah.
And this is since I've got two 16:9 monitors, I'm always looking for stuff to display, and wanted to make something that was the correct aspect ratio.
Oh, okay.
To go across both monitors.
Go across both. Do you find yourself well, maybe because you don't print as much, but I find myself wanting to print digital. Like it's hard. That's the problem with printing, is the printing hasn't caught up to the digital age. You know what I'm saying? So you're always trying to convert your digital into standard as far as printing.
Yeah, as far as the sizes, it's always tough.
That part sucks.
Sometimes you just print what you want and then cut it and have to make a custom frame kind of thing.
Yeah, that part sucks, but because I like that long aspect, that really wide aspect ratio you did this in. That's I'm looking for that sort of range, that aspect ratio for this one part, because I want to print a big 20 by 80 print, and it'll take that sort of wide.
Yeah, for something like that, it's almost like you just gotta print it on print it out, trim it down, and then
it's gonna be all custom.
Get a custom frame. Yeah, go to a frame shop and have them build it out or whatever.
Well, who's that? Who's that?
That Bay photo thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Those prints that I ordered, they'll do 30 by 80 or they'll do 20 by 80. So that's I'm probably going to go 20 by 80. I just want it really wide. Just, you know.
That's a 4-to-1, and this is pretty close to that. Yeah. Yep. So if you did 20 by 80, Joe, it's even going to be a little wider than this, basically, overall, as far as the ratio. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I get lost on that math, but yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. So this was one. Was this? How many? Is this one shot that you did? A panoramic mode?
It's about 14, I think. I usually do about 10 to 15 shots for a panorama.
Okay, and then you just stitch them together, and yeah.
It did a nice job. Is that in Lightroom?
Yeah, I just use Lightroom.
The panoramic mode or
I
whatever.
have one that's not working for me. I don't know why, and it's pissing me off because I really want to do it. It's telling me it can't do it for some reason.
Huh.
Is it the file format, maybe? I don't know.
No, the files are all the same. It's just like it can't figure out how to stitch the particular photos I'm selecting or something. I don't know.
Have you tried it just piece by piece?
I don't know if there's a way to do that in Lightroom. I might have to go into Photoshop and do it.
Oh. It did a good job. It looks good.
Yeah, when it works, it works great. I've never had a problem in Lightroom.
Oh, no, that's neat. That's a neat shot. And now you have this as a screensaver across both monitors?
Wallpaper, yeah.
Yep, that's neat. I've been looking at the big giant monitors, like a 32-inch monitor, because I have two.
Yeah.
I've got one like 16 by 9, and the other one is they're a little different size. I mean, they're both like 20-inch monitors, but I'd like to get just like one big 32-inch monitor, and the prices are coming down quite a bit.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to just buy a 42-inch TV and get rid of my other monitor. I'm ready to do that.
Now, is the resolution like a 42-inch going to be fine for editing and stuff? Or?
I mean, my other monitor that I have here is it's a big one, but it's still not super high res. You know what I'm saying? I kind of do most of my high res stuff on my 5K monitor anyway. So the other one I'm just kind of using. I have it set to some of the web type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can get an idea as I'm editing what that's gonna. Just an idea of what
it's going to look like on a typical monitor somewhere. Yeah.
So it's just I don't know.
No, that makes sense. That's kind of the way I have mine. I have my main monitor is set, supposedly calibrated and ready to go, and the other one is a little different, and there's some, and it's probably going to be closer to what people see. So there's a little bit of difference between the colors and stuff. Fishing from above. Cool. Oh, he's on the cement waiting for something to swim by. Yeah, it's nice.
Unfortunately, didn't see him catch anything while we were there, but.
That's neat. He's ready to strike there.
Looked like he saw something, but then it never went for it. So
it's funny because he's watching for something to eat, and you're watching him for something to eat as well, for different reasons. It's just a matter of who can wait longer, who's got the most patience.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's neat. Yep, that 600mm lens is getting a lot of use.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I love it.
More hen and more hen.
Oh,
maybe more hen. So what do these birds look like when they're adults? What do they?
They're pretty similar to what they look like now. Of course, they can fly when they're.
Look at how big their feet are there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like their feet are as big as their whole rest of the body. Almost.
Yeah. They're a little bit darker when they grow up.
So how big are they? They're pretty good sized birds?
No, not real big.
Okay.
Size of a small chicken, I guess.
Okay.
When they're grown
They
up.
still have really big feet then. Okay. But they're water birds, so that's.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's like alligator country there. You just wait next shot. The alligator comes up and like,
yeah.
munch.
Yeah, poor dude. Yeah. It's cool though because there's tons of texture there. You got the texture of the feathers, what I don't know what that is in the water, but just all that.
Looks like a pipe or something there. Yeah, almost looks like a irrigation pipe or something. Or is that a piece of
whatever sediment that is on the leaves? You just got all kinds of textures there. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, little baby feathers. Yeah, and the feet. Man, it's almost comical how huge.
It looks like cartoonish.
Yeah, it's like a cartoon bird.
I don't even know if he could walk yet, but he was just sitting there like he couldn't get up or something.
Well, you look at you can barely see the size of the other one's feet, and he's standing. So
yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah, it's pretty good.
What a trip. Yeah.
LaFerrari.
Oh God, I love those cars. If you can only afford one.
Just the usual Arizona traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Swear to God, depending on where you're at in Phoenix, that is too.
This was from April of 2015, so a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah, $1 million car just cruising down the street.
Yep. Yeah. There's a not a LaFerrari, but there's some Ferraris and some exotics here in my neighborhood as well. It just blows your mind every time you see, every time you see an exotic, and you're like, "That's one of my freaking neighbors." Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, holy smokes!
I've seen a. I haven't seen it close. It's a Lamborghini. I want to say it's a Gallardo, maybe. But I've seen it like 5 times in the last 2 weeks. So he's got to live in the neighborhood. He doesn't live in my neighborhood, but he lives somewhere in the area.
Somewhere in the area, yeah, the general area, yeah.
And I hear it. I've heard it a few more times than I've seen it. As he accelerates away, because it's just such a distinctive. That exhaust note. It's like, okay, that's not your typical car.
Right.
Yeah, that's an awesome vehicle. That's what Dennis got one of these to drive around with his A7, right? This is
That's
what
right.
you're going to be transporting your A7 to and from the photo shoots.
Well, it was a toss-up between that and the A7.
Oh, okay. You do both. Okay. Yeah. The camera won out. Hey, there we go. Speaking of cameras, so here's the F1. Yeah. The flash does, like you said, brings out all the little. It's definitely been used. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, that's cool though. Yeah. That's definitely character though. You got the brass thing on the frame. The leather looks like it's still in pretty good shape though.
Yeah, I mean it's all solid feeling. It's just it's got some scuffs on it.
It's got a mechanical timer.
Yeah. And that's also the stop down lever as well. It's good. You push it one way to stop down and. Well, that's how that's also it. You can also, that's the mirror lockup.
Oh, okay. It is. Yeah, there's yeah.
So it's a mirror lockup, it's a stop down, and it's a timer.
Wow.
Huh. Multifunction.
Yeah.
That's neat. And then you posted one. Okay, so this is the prism removable, interchangeable.
One of the features of the camera is a removable prism, and of course the focusing screens are interchangeable as well. You can use it like a waist level view if you want.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
And they also have like a little shade that slides in there to work, to be able to use it easier, because right now the light kind of washes out the image unless you kind of cup your hand around it.
So it's a 0.002 of a second is maximum shutter speed.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which is nice because most of my other cameras, most of my other Canons max out at 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some shots from that. It's like a fun. Is it pretty solid? I mean, just super solid build.
Yeah, it's really.
It's like a
heavy
brick,
and solid. Yeah.
Yeah. That's neat.
Is that all mechanical shutter then, Wes?
Yeah.
No.
The battery only works the light meter.
Oh well, that'll last quite a while then. You won't have to charge that every night.
No charging needed.
Yeah, the battery ran out in my Leica last week, and that had been in there 2 years and 8 months.
Yep. And you've used that a lot in the last couple of years, so I mean, you've gotten a lot of use out of that battery.
Good thing is, it still works when the battery's dead.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You just got to set it on your own.
Yeah, Sunny 16 rule after that.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah. That's a neat camera, Wes. I'm looking forward to seeing some shots from that.
I'd like to know the history, Wes, because it looks well used, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it was not one that was bought and just sat in the drawer.
It's got a lot of stories to tell right there.
Yeah. Has this come back from Vietnam?
Yeah, something.
You never know.
I have to email the seller and see if they can tell me anything.
Yeah, that's cool. There's definitely know it's been used, because to see this right here, that wearing off there and little scuffs and dents here and there. Yeah, I mean,
there's been a few rolls of film being used in that bad boy right there to get that weathered right there.
Maybe not 4,166, but it's getting there.
Yeah,
he's probably only spent a couple thousand in film.
It does make you wonder what the history is with that camera.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. And here is the color version of that covered bridge. I did the black and white. Back. So that's the color, and then this is the black and white version. So it's I don't know. Color one came out pretty good.
It was Ektar.
Yeah, that's Ektar 100.
Yeah. Yes. Looks great.
Yeah.
I love that you can see the little flowers and everything, and then the bridge itself is such a nice contrast to the rest of the scene.
Mm-hmm. Yep, came out, and you can still see there's the graffiti on the inside bridge there. We were talking about that a couple weeks ago, about the people writing their name on the inside of the bridge. But and the little yellow and the flowers and stuff, and it came out pretty good. And this was like we were talking last week, Dennis. Just a raw. I didn't just set the scanner just to scan. I didn't set any presets or anything on it. Just a completely neutral scan, and then did the color conversion in Photoshop with that conversion plugin I have for it, and it has a pretty good setting for Ektar 100. So I picked the setting on the color conversion plugin, and tweaked it a little tiny bit. Did a little bit of adjustment of saturation, and when I got it into Lightroom, I reduced the highlights a little bit. This was a little bright up here, but that was about it. So it came out pretty good.
Yeah, nice work.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I might save color film for hopefully get up into the mountains this year for fall color. That's one of the things I'm looking to do, and I think that would be well worth it. Run through some sheets there, but that's good. I still got a couple of the other color ones, but they didn't. I took a quick look at them today, and they're nothing too spectacular. But those were this one and the barn were the two that were I think the most dramatic between color and the black and white. So
yeah, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Fun stuff. So you can get a couple rolls of film, run through that new to you camera, Wes. Come up. Cool. Well, good show, guys. Very good.
I think Joe's got some posted here.
Oh, it did. Let's go back. I haven't go back into the groups.
They weren't that big a deal. It's just
let's go back in here. I haven't updated them.
Just those sunrise photos that I take.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're waiting for sunrise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a look at them. Because
really nice ones this week.
Yeah, there's.
There we go. Oh, cool. And we have Egyptian Eyes. Oh, have we seen her before? Who is this?
No, that's a new one.
Okay.
I shot her last weekend. That's
okay.
One of the reasons I wasn't here.
Cool.
But we'll see if we work with her more. She seems pretty enthusiastic. But
is she a musician?
No, I don't know. Maybe
the music notes and stuff on her.
Yeah, maybe. I don't. She didn't mention that, but we'll see. Not really. She's an amateur. She's not, you know, a model by trade. But yeah, she's definitely got some skills. You know, needs fine tuning, but yeah, she's definitely got the you know, the want to be in front of the camera. So.
Yeah. Well, that's most of it. I mean, that's a big chunk of it, at least. Yeah. No, that's neat. But yeah, nice eyes. I like the hair color, and the earrings are neat. Like that.
Yeah, she was super anxious. And man, I'm so damn busy that. And I told her I'm like, you know, 4 shoots behind right now. So, but you know, so I actually had just sent this one. That's one of the samples. Finished editing this one before your show started. So
I could send her something.
Yeah, send her something because she's pretty darn anxious. So you know, that was her sample. So I figured I'll just post it to the show real quick.
That's neat. Yeah, I wonder if she's a musician or something. I just tell by the tattoo. I think I noticed.
Joe, you'll have to ask her what the tune is.
Yeah, what does that?
Right, yeah, what is that? Yeah, exactly. What tune is playing there, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or maybe her real name's Melody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. She's a pretty good kid. You know, You know, if she wants to model regularly, though, you know what I'm saying. We gotta, you know. But that was her first time. She's just an amateur, and and she came a long way to work with me. So
cool.
You know, as long as they got the enthusiasm. So it's just a basic kind of work, getting back in the flow, you know, getting all that stuff. So just a basic portrait shot, close up was what I did here. So,
did you use the your Sigma lens?
Which one?
Your what is it? The 15 to 80 or 70, whichever one you have there.
You know, I was kind of switching back and forth a lot, and I didn't. Let me see. Do I have that one still? Oh, I still do have it pulled up here. Let me see. I can see. Yeah. What did I use here? The 50 to 100.
50 to 100. Okay.
Yeah, the art lens.
Okay.
I love that lens. God.
Yeah.
It's a beast to carry around, I'll tell you right now, but it's heavy. But man, I love that lens. I mean, it just, you know, and I'm still working on that focusing system, for Christ's sake.
88 million points and
oh my God.
Yeah.
It was really pissing me off. So yeah, she was working on her thing and I'm working on mine because I'm still trying to get used to that focusing system.
Yeah.
It's a matter of me just learning the system, and I just got to figure out, you know, because I turn the camera a lot, I move around a lot, so
yeah,
it's just a matter of me learning it like I do my 40D. That's just going to take time.
Yeah, so. Yeah, just gotta get comfortable with it, know what it can do, and and it sounds like it can do everything you want it to do. You just got to figure out how to make it do it.
Yeah, I just got to figure out exactly. It's just a matter of. But yeah, it's there waiting on me when I catch up.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, that's the thing. A new camera, you just, even though it's from the same manufacturer, you just, all the new features and stuff, you just got to figure it out.
Right.
Okay, so this is a week's worth.
Yeah, this is all last week.
Monday. Cool. This one, yeah, this was, I saw. Did you post? I think you may have posted this on Instagram, but this is cool. I love. There's some clouds there, and it's almost the same spot. Isn't that like the same sign right there?
Yeah, they're very, very similar spots because of, like I say, where the time of day that the sun comes up. So yeah, I'm hitting very, very similar. And let me tell you too, to do that, so many things have to be right.
Yeah.
So I'm generally within a 20-30 mile general range right now so it's not the same spot, but it's going to look very similar.
Yeah, it's going to be similar. Yeah. And as the seasons change, the sun's going to come up earlier or later, different spots, so that where you're positioned on the road will change
Yeah, now it'll get farther down the road
Mm-hmm.
for me because we just had the longest day of the year, so
Mm-hmm.
the days are getting shorter now. So
Yeah.
The nights will get longer, the days will get shorter, so it'll be farther down the road.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's always kind of it's a little funner, of course, when you do get some clouds because you're going to get something different.
Mm-hmm.
Close to the non-cloudy days, you're like, oh man, God, okay, what am I going to do?
Yeah, clouds are definitely make it a lot easier to get an interesting sunset. I mean, a sunrise photo. I mean, because the lighting and everything is so dramatic.
And then, like I say, everything's shot, going down the road. I guess that's not really a good thing, but everything's completely done probably within 5 minutes. Because I'm shooting it, and then I might shoot maybe a handful, and then pick a favorite, and then edit that one really quick in Snapseed, and post it to Instagram. So
yeah, that's cool. And you're getting people that look for it every day, right? Are you finding that?
Yeah.
You post it. Yeah, people look. They're like waiting for Joe to post his sunrise photo.
Yeah, and it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, but they do. And it's it's kind of fun that way. I just something to do, but it's I get the biggest kick out of Snapseed.
Oh yeah, I've been playing around with that a little bit now. I mean, I hadn't used it in a while, and since you've been talking about it, I've gone back and re-edited some just stuff taken on my phone. Like, yeah, this does do everything.
It just, the minute
does it well too.
It does it well, exactly.
Yeah, quickly. It's efficient. It doesn't like totally bog down your phone either.
No,
I mean, it just works.
Yeah, it's so quick. Every photo I post, I at least run it quickly through Snapseed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just the healing tool is insane. It just if they had presets and then made it for the computer. Photoshop's done. Adobe's like, the minute Google decides to open that up, they're screwed. Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it is very, very quick. It's got all the adjustability you would need. It's got it's a full photo editing suite on your phone, basically.
On your phone, it is, and it works well.
It really does. I've had it on my phone for a couple of years, and it was just kind of buried, and I didn't put it in I had it on there, and I have a little folder on my phone, for different groups, and it wasn't in my photo group, so I just didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And I put it in there now, and I was like, yeah, it works really well. It's like a mini Lightroom, And it's a heck of a lot better than the Lightroom mobile,
To me, it's the go-to photo editing app on mobile. I mean, I look forward to getting an iPad. I mean, I still have that Fire tablet, but I look forward to getting an iPad and really tweaking images with that iPad. Where you got more space.
You get like a 9-inch, get the 9-inch screen version.
Yeah.
Well, that would be neat just for like at shoots. You could have it and just put your portfolio on there. On the iPad.
Yeah.
With you.
I was thinking about maybe that smaller iPad Pro, but that's down the road.
Yeah, those are expensive, I think, isn't it? Even the small one's like $900, isn't it? Something like that. 800 or 900.
I haven't checked.
I looked at them for a little while and I was like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My next purchase has to be the new iPhone. So, and I'm sure that'll cost, I don't know, $2,000.
Yeah, they've got to come up with some super must-have feature for it. It'll do something with. Yeah, it's going to be at least $850 probably, right?
Oh, please, easy, $800, easy, It's got to be.
I'll take my $200 Android. No.
Yeah. It's crazy. No, they easy. It's got to be that much.
Yeah. They're good. They are good quality stuff. I mean, and they work well. So, and that's and you pay for that. it's well worth it though. So, all right, guys. Hey, good one, Dennis. I hope you get out with that. More photos from the A7.
Yep.
And Wes, get a couple rolls, run through that new Canon, and Joe, I just want an image. I want an image of you cooking an egg on the driveway when it's 116. That's what I want.
You know, I kind of thought about it today, but I ended up making poached eggs with my new little silicone egg poaching cup deals.
Oh, cool. Have you done anything on your salt platter yet?
Okay, I just bought the meat, and a buddy of mine was supposed to come over literally right before your show, so I guess he's not going to make it. So I had bought the meat, and that was the full intention. He was going to come over, and we were going to experiment. But there was a 50-50 shot if he made it or not made it. So I do have the meat. I'll probably do it today. But
okay.
Yesterday was experimenting with my latest kitchen gadget, which was the avocado slicer.
And does it work as advertised?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it'll split your avocado in half, and then it has a little deal with teeth in it, and you slam it against the seed, and it'll pull the seed out.
Mm-hmm.
And the other end looks like an egg slicer, but it's plastic, and you just slide it right on through the avocado, and it scoops it out and slices it at the same time. So
cool.
It works. It was like literally $2.99 on Amazon when I got it on a lightning deal. They raised the price now. I think it's like $7.50, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean for $3. I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? It was like,
yeah, it's worth a try. Yeah,
it was a win, for me.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, I want the egg. I want breakfast on the driveway. That's what you need to breakfast. Get some bacon, some eggs, and just.
I thought about it, man. I'm like, God, I looked in the backyard and. Because where I got my grill, I've got a whole countertop and everything out there. It's all made out of stone or whatever. But I thought, man, I should put that darn cast iron pan out there, let it heat up, and hell, it's still 116 out there right now. I could probably put my salt tile out there, and the salt tile would probably warm up nice and slow, just enough to. Cook something. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Cook a steak on a salt tile outside on the patio in the sun.
Actually, when you think about it, Mark, there's people so health conscious right now. You wonder why they don't cook outside naturally more often, right? Like you would think that would be the ultimate in organic, natural cooking. Right, not using any resources at all except for the sun to cook this whole meal.
Well, that's a big. If you want to get into Google or look on YouTube for solar ovens, and there's a whole group of people that cook. They have little solar ovens, and they just use the sun, and they'll heat up to like 350 degrees, 400 degrees, and they can do their whole meal in a little solar oven. So something that's 2 feet by 2 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. And you don't need super bright sun. I mean, it'll work, as long as the sun's out. Even if it's cool outside, as long as the sun's shining, it'll.
Yeah, I have noticed that my solar, like I bet you right now, it's starting to really die off because it's 4:30. So, and then the way my house is, by 5:30, it's pretty much I'm done for the day.
Okay. Yeah, the sun dips far enough down. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got a 2-story house next to me, so
okay. So you got a shadow. Yeah, shadow. I just yelled to go, hey, buddy, take that top floor off.
Hey, man, what's up, man? Come on, dude, you're killing me here.
Blocking my solar.
I'm losing 2 hours of solar here, man. Come on, dude. Yeah. Did you make that 2-story or convertible?
Yeah, pop top. Like one of those old campers. You pop the top up when you go to sleep, but you put it down during the day.
Yeah, because they're on the west side of me, and my house is the sun, goes east-west, and so they're, as the sun goes down, it's just that. I mean, their whole house is just shadowing my house. I mean, so it's nice for my pickup because my pickup gets nice shade.
Yep. At the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, I guess the good and the bad. You lose a couple hours of solar, but your pickup isn't an oven when you get in it.
Yeah, so They're trying to get everyone to raise their temperature in their house to 78 degrees, but I'm like, yeah, I got solar. That ain't happening.
Yeah, that would save a lot of electricity, I guess, is what they're figuring, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it saves a lot of electricity.
It saves a lot. You know, I've already raised it from 74 to 75. Come on, you know.
You've done your part. You've done your part. Now it's up. Now it's up to everybody else.
Yeah, dude. I think I got solar anyway, so I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm being comfortable, man. You know.
Yeah, that's what you paid for. I mean, that's the reason you got it.
That's
really,
you get it. You know,
comfortable at a low price.
Yeah. So yeah, during the day, I'm curious to see how it works now that we've been, you know, solid for weeks now. You know, over 110. So I'm kind of curious to see how it'll work.
Because yeah, you'll get the bill and it'll show how much you're using, right?
Right. Yeah. Because up till now, my highest bill has been $29.
Electric bill $29.
$29, and that was my previous bill was $10 and some cents, $10.18. So it was my bill, like, I don't know, what is that, Mark? Doubled, more than doubled.
Well, now you're in the hottest part of the summer, so you might get up to like $33 or something like that.
Yeah, I would imagine it might get up to. I'm thinking maybe that'll double. So maybe if it went to $60.
Yeah, because I'm looking at in middle of the summer for us. I mean, I'm looking at usually July, August, now through like mid-September. It runs for us about $210 a month for electricity. You know, with running both units. We have an upstairs unit and a downstairs unit for the air conditioning.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, so that's there's people it's very common to have a $500-600 a month electric bill here. So it's very common.
I'm paying $200 for us. Yeah, out there where it's that much warmer. Yeah, Now, how about you, Dennis? You don't really have an air conditioning bill, I'm sure.
No, we don't use nothing during the summertime.
It's probably like $20 because all you're using is the light and the computer and the light.
I mean, it's light at 10 o'clock at night, so we don't have to have lights on.
And then when he's only charging his batteries like once every 2.5 years, like, you know.
Yeah, but come the winter, it's the opposite. You know, it's like. I suppose we spend in I think it's about 200 a month on gas for the heating. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of flip-flops. Yeah, electricity drops for us quite a bit in the winter, but then the natural gas for the furnace goes way up, and we pay nothing for natural. All we basically use the hot water heater in the summer.
And your air conditioning unit's not reversible then?
One of them is. I have the newer unit that I replaced a couple years ago. It's a heat pump, so it will work.
400 or 500% efficient.
Yeah. Now the main unit for the house is an older one, which I'll probably have to replace in the next couple of years. $7,000. Okay, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
But it'll be a heat pump at that point too, so I'll be able to use it year round. But so far it's working fine. You know, it cost me an extra maybe $40 a month in the summer over an efficient one, but you know, for the cost of replacement, I'll just keep running that extra $40 a month. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't want to stroke that check for multiple thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
no way. You know, how much film I could buy? Yeah, really.
Yeah. See, I mean, you know, yeah, it's like. Priority. Yeah, that's half of your 15 grand right there.
Now I say that, and then then the older unit will go out in the hottest day of the year, and then it won't be good. Which is what usually happens. You talk to the and it's like that in Phoenix. I'm sure you talk to the air conditioner guys, and they're like, summer, because all the units die on either the hottest day of the year. You know, they're the most stressed, which is the absolute worst time for them to stop working. But. All right, well, Joe, Mr. $40, Mr. $30 electric bill in the summer. Enjoy it.
Yeah, that was last month's bill, so we'll see what this month is. But yeah, that was.
It's not bad.
No, I can't complain. It was $21, and then it went down to $10.18, and then my last bill was $29. So
they're like, okay, well, he's not using anything. We got to charge him something. How about $10.18?
I know, right? Yeah.
Just picking random numbers.
Margin to billing department. She's like, okay, this Joe D guy is not using any electricity. We got to charge him something.
Yeah.
It costs us more to send out the bill than it does for what he's using. So
there's so many people, because Phoenix has just been a hotbed for, literally, right? But it's been just a serious moneymaker for the two utilities that are here. I mean, they make money hand over fist here. But I sensed just before I moved here, so many people have been getting solar here that they're trying to change the laws. They've been successful so far at getting a lot of the laws changed, but it don't make a difference. I mean, when you're paying $500-600 a month, for your electric bill, man, you're willing to do anything, whatever it takes to cut that down. So
you install solar and it goes from $500 to $600 to maybe $50 or $60.
Yeah, they're what's happening is Elon Musk, he's smart, right? He's got that one company, what is it called, Solar City, something like that, and they're installing solar. And what he does is guarantees your bill won't be more than $150 a month, or something like that, depending on the size of your house. But your bill's not going to be more than the people I know. It seems to be 150, but I guess it could be more or less depending on the size of your home and all those sorts of things. But if you can go from $5 something a month to even 150 or lower, depending on how your usage is, you're going to do it. And so that's what's happening. A lot of people are leasing units, and Elon Musk is becoming your new power company.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people, they're installing solar systems so big on those houses that they don't use that much power from the power company. So
the utilities getting pissed because they're losing all that revenue.
Right. Yeah. And they're selling it back. So they're trying to change the laws on selling it back. You see, so there's a big battle going on here, but
that's a transition. When that's kind of stuff starts happening, then that there's critical mass that's being built that's going to actually cause
exactly.
Kind of like Uber and Lyft are doing with the taxi companies. Same type of thing.
Another thing that's been happening. Well, you guys know I go to California 5 days a week. So what's happening over there is they're trying to figure out what to do, because there's now enough electric vehicles running in California. They're not getting taxed.
Yep.
So they're trying to figure out how to do this. They already took out, because if you bought an electric vehicle in California, you could use the HOV lanes and all that. They've cut all that out, and I forget how they're doing it, but they're implementing some kind of $100 charge, but it's still not balancing out with the tax they would get from using gas in your car, gasoline. So it's like you said, it's a change right now in the world, probably because a lot of people are using electric vehicles or alternative fuel, and they have to figure out. The governments are so used to taxing that for road usage and all the other stuff that they do. That,
everything's funded off gas, and if the cars get more efficient, then they don't burn as much gas, and then people start using electric, and it's not gas, and then everything needs to be upgraded and replaced and rebuilt, but they don't have the revenue because. So now they're looking at raising. That's the next thing. They're going to just raise the gas tax, which hasn't been raised in like 15 years. So that's going to be the next thing. That's going to be the interim. They're going to say, well, we're going to still keep the gas tax, but instead of 15 cents a gallon, it's going to go to 30 cents a gallon or something. Because they got to make up the difference.
Right. So it's kind of funny because the government's been making the car companies make more fuel efficient vehicles, and that just doesn't include the car companies. They've been doing the same thing for big trucks.
Yep.
And so for the commercial vehicles that I drive every night, they're way more energy efficient. It doesn't sound like big numbers, but like you take the truck I drive compared to the truck I used to drive, it would get 6.5 miles per gallon of diesel, and that the vehicle I use now gets between 9 and 10. That's a lot.
Wow, that's 50%. That's 50% better than it was. It's a big. You're using half as much gas, half as much diesel as you were before.
And now they've made laws to where you can't idle as much. You have to have like generators if you want to be able to power your ACs and stuff. You know, some guys sleep in the tractors. I don't have to do that anymore. But so they're everything's getting more efficient, even the vehicles that do need fuel. And then they're, you know, we've got so many electric vehicles. They've run into a huge problem. They've created these laws over the last 10, 15 years, and it's all working, but they didn't think about. They didn't think.
So it's kind of the same thing that happened to the film industry 15 years ago. You know, all the digital cameras came in, and nobody bought film anymore. So now everybody wants film, and there's no film being made, and there's nobody making film cameras. So now the cost of what's left is going up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. Economics is very interesting, but it can be very boring too. What do they call it? The cruel science or something? Because it's like so boring. But if you think about it, it affects so much. Oh, it affects everything. Yeah. Really, and a lot of unintended consequences.
Unintended.
Yeah, I guarantee you're going to get your gas prices going up because our government's already done it here. This year, everything went up. All the cars which were paying £0 or £30 a year are now paying a minimum of £140 a year, and you can no longer travel free in the zones in London. You've got to pay like everybody else.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, except our fuel is about £6 a gallon.
Yeah,
and
more than double what we.
£5 of that's tax.
Yeah, we're at two. We're about two. Average nationally is about $2.50 a gallon. We're about $2 a gallon here. So yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. They're just gonna raise the taxes.
Yeah, they run the country on the car drivers here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's how we built all our highways, and all that stuff was all built on fuel tax. And as vehicles use less fuel, then they've got to adjust something. So that's why I'm just going to work from home and ride my bike everywhere.
Yeah, so you can bet the guy who's made a car that runs on water, he's been assassinated.
That's no, he's in Area 51 with the aliens from Roswell. Yeah, he's in that same compound with the aliens that landed at Roswell, New Mexico. So, all right, guys, great show. I got some green chili waiting for me for dinner. Joe, pleasure. Go out and cook that steak on the driveway. I want to see it.
All right, yeah.
Seared steak on concrete.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, and see you guys.
All right,
next week.
Peace out.
Oh, no show next week. I've got family in town, so 2 weeks next show. All right. See ya. Bye.